Who was it that came along and found the tomb to be empty? And in your handout there, I gave you the 4 verses in a table where you can actually see them all. But the claim is that all 4 Gospels name different people that found the tomb. That you have in Matthew, it says Mary Magdalene and the other Mary found the tomb. According to Mark 16, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome. According to Luke, it is the women who had come with him out of Galilee, and among them were Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Mary the mother of James. And then in John 20, it says that Mary Magdalene went to the tomb alone and saw the stone removed and then ran to find Peter. So which one is it? All of them. Again, this is one of those kind of things where it doesn't take much to just stop and step back and go, okay, what is going on here? If you look in the accusation from the critic, from the website that skeptics love to point at as having the best information, it says that according to Matthew, only Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went. And according to John, that Mary Magdalene went to the tomb alone. Only and alone are nowhere to be found in those verses. And there they are. They're on your notes for you. Right? Do you see anywhere that says only Mary Magdalene went? Mary Magdalene went alone. It's not in there. They are inserting this into their view of the Scripture. It's perfectly reasonable that they all went to the tomb. Mary Magdalene is featured, first, kind of like a primary sort of person that is, I don't know, maybe the more well-known figure, and so she's mentioned first, but she's there in all of them. But what do we have? We have Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, Salome, and at least one other person, maybe more, all went to the tomb together. Have you ever told a story where there was a group of people, but you didn't mention everybody? Oh yeah, I went with Fred on his birthday. We went out to eat. Oh yeah. Later you're talking to somebody else. Oh yeah, me, Fred, and Sally. We all went out to eat. Well, now wait a minute. Was it Fred or was it Fred and Sally? Which one? Well, it's both. But depending on who you're talking to and the point you're trying to make, you may not list every single person who was there. So another possible option that some people will mention is maybe these are multiple visits. Maybe Mary Magdalene went by herself and then went and got someone else and they came back with a group, and that's possible. There's ways people have lined that out. I think it gets needlessly complicated. The more simple answer is just there was a group, and each gospel refers to not everybody, but just a select few. Make sense? There we go. No contradiction. What's that? Well, that's the way they remembered it. Or, like where it says, where is it? In Luke, he mentions Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Mary the mother of James, and the other women. I don't know who those women were. Right? Luke doesn't know their names. He just knows they were there. Right? But Mark knows at least one of their names. It was Salome. So Salome was part of Luke's other women. So, there's no contradiction.